It ain't even gonna be close at 154.
So he'll rule 154.
Easy.
He would have fought and made it a fight, but Jaron is too much.
Guy is talented and has the skill level that Boots has. Anything can happen, but don't get it wrong. Bud has that skill level too. So.
Terence Crawford has dominated 5 categories. He is the unquestioned king. He accomplished the impossible by jumping up to weight classes to defeat the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, and become a 3-time undisputed champion. He has silenced every critic, beaten every man put in front of him, and sealed his place as an all-time great.
Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford.
He has defeated everyone savvier in Boots, a young monster who is sometimes referred to as his mirror counterpart, Ennis. This is more than just a tough fight. It's a war over legacy. The single biggest challenge to Bud's rule.
Who they are cancels out each other as far as height. You know, they both switch hitters, lift, and everything. All of that cancels out each other. So they are literally the same people, pretty much.
Jaron Bannies isn't just an unbeaten fighter. He's an expert, a frightening puzzle with a 34.0 record. And 30 of those victories have come via stunning knockouts. He's not simply winning. He's finishing nights early with a combination of speed, power, and a switch-hitting approach that looks uncannily similar.
The difference is Crawford done been in a big stage against big fighters so many times. And also with age, he didn't beat up his body, so his age is actually good. He got the grown man strength. He not just grown man strength, but he built on top of that. Like, look at him at 135. He was a little scrawny dude. He wasn't a big dude. Now look at him. He ripped up everything. He's strong. So sure. I feel like he got everything, all the experience, all the knowledge. So I got to go with
This is more than simply hometown excitement. Meek Mill, a Philadelphia rapper who knows a thing or two about local legends, refers to Boots as the next legend in the making. Following Ennis's amazing first-round knockout, Meek issued a scary message to Terence Crawford. "I'm with Boots, of course." He cautioned Crawford that he was about to see what this shot was about and learn more about Philly monsters.
My TV paused as soon as he knocked him out. That was crazy as shit. But shout out to Boots. Boots the next legend to come up in this shit.
How does Crawford and Boots play out, Meek?
Crawford and Boots play out? I'm rocking with Boots, of course. I'm from Philly. Crawford, you already know you about to meet this Philly shit. It's all love, but you about to see what this Philly shit about. We real monsters. Let's get it.
This presents Ennis is more than just a required challenger. He is an unavoidable storm.
What we know? I know everything. I don't know nothing. I'm trying to find out what I know. Enlighten me.
What you mean enlighten me? You fruit Ebenezer, you could fruit me.
You jumped up out of my sanctioned body to go fight in the IBF. So what I know?
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? Would you rank that in the WBA or not?
Yo, it don't even matter.
All right, catch up, little homie. Catch up, then. If it don't matter, catch up.
Yo, he picked Ebenezer.
Catch up.
Ebenezer was way under.
You just said it don't matter. Catch up. I'm talking about before that.
He not about it. We already know he not about what he's talking about.
I'm not about what? I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
You said I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
Man, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go ahead.
You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams,
don't
man.
Want to fight. Yo, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man,
And you front.
One individual who has been in the fire with Crawford sees this as far more perilous. Sean Porter's viewpoint is arguably more important than anybody else's because he is the only one who genuinely understands what both men are capable of. Porter, a previous champion and elite fighter in his own right, was Crawford's final opponent in that division. A nasty battle ended when Porter's corner intervened. He's seen Crawford's brilliance personally, but he's also sparred with Jaron Ennis. Porter shared an honest story on his podcast about a sparring session that transformed his entire perspective. He claimed Ennis hit him with a legitimate right hand, a shot that caused him to halt and think, yo, that was real. This wasn't simply a sparring tap, but a warning shot.
You had one of them in eights and the other in sparring?
I don't know, because that dude hit me with a right hand in the sparring, and I was like, I was like, yo, that was real.
It's one of those things where
Porter was an alpha guy throughout his career, until, as he admits, he walked into the ring with Crawford. He describes, but as a true alpha male combatant who mentally and physically harmed him.
I was an alpha male until I got in the ring with that dude.
It just,
that dude, like, it was like, the more he wasn't allowing me to do what he wasn't, and it was like, damn, okay, well then shit, you know?
Porter's intonation conveys a scary implication. He sees the same or boots Ennis. This is why Porter claims he doesn't know who will win. He describes it as an A+ versus a battle, a modern masterpiece that ranks alongside Hagler Hearns and Leonard.
Think would have happened the version of Ennis here in 25 that you sparred in Philly against the version of Crawford in 21 that you fought? What would that have looked like?
I truly don't know, because Terence is just
somebody getting stopped.
I don't know. That this fight right here, if this fight were to happen this year, it will go down in history as one of the classic fights that go with the Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns, that go with the Ray Leonard and all of those guys.
You know what fight I always thought these two would resemble their own way? Was when James Toney would fight Mike McCallum.
Oh, wow.
And they would have, go watch those fights. You will see the highest level of exchanges in box.
Don't.
Yeah. Counter. Like just.
With speed and power.
I just think
and creativity.
You just don't see that. That's what this would have been.
Yep.
100%.
A+ versus A.
That's A+ versus A. I like that.
Terence just a little too much and will catch him. And buzz boots. And I think that'll. I think Terence stops him.
It's such a special fight because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males. You know what I mean?
Porter's co-host used an analogy that precisely captures the why behind this epic argument. He compared Ennis to the new school of explosive superstars, such as Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter. But Terence Crawford is on another level. He's an established legend like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. This captures the fight wonderfully.
Sean fought Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I thought that was good.
I'd compare it to this. Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Perfect. A+A.
And if you just look at the highlight reels, you might actually think Vince Carter is better. You might think Vince Carter is even better. Or Tracy.
That's
just like that.
He can't explain it even better.
Is Ennis merely the flashy, incredibly skilled newcomer who can put on a spectacular show? Or is Cruft the tried and Dan Truegoat with next level fight IQ and the ability to solve any riddle thrown before him?
Versus Terence Crawford, what does that look like?
I don't know yet, cause we haven't seen Boots in against a guy that has touched him good enough to really test his chin. So we don't. That's the only thing we don't know about him yet. We don't know if he can take the real punch yet because we haven't seen it. But as far as the skill goes, he got everything, and that fight could be a very difficult fight because
rapper Minnow, who was at ringside for Crawford's epic victory over Canelo, supports the established king. He was astounded by Crawford's performance, remarking that he was not overpowered by the much larger man, as many had feared. Mayo predicts Crawford will win exactly because of his proven ability to adapt to any opponent. He believes Crawford possesses strategic mastery that Ennis has yet to face.
Oh, listen. Talk to me about them.
Boots is the guy.
How does that fight play out? The super fight, Crawford versus Boots.
I went to the Crawford fight
I was there
in Vegas. I'm not gonna hold you. He really surprised me. I'm talking about in a good way, like it was next level. You know, because everybody was talking about how homie was gonna be too big for him, too powerful. Canelo, how he was gonna be too overpower him, and it was none of that. Actually, he wasn't even that. He ain't even really that bigger than him.
He didn't break a sweat, right?
Yeah. That was light work. He took him all the way out of his fight. Very impressive.
Crawford is a ring general and a skilled strategist. Promoter Ed Hearn has declared it the best bout in boxing, portraying Ennis as the next Crawford posed to conquer the kingdom.
Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. You know, obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. And Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, that he's still very...
Obviously, in O Nation, we need to take care of scary implication. But that for me is the same, Boots and crossover fight. This is why Porter claims he doesn't know who will Crawford is the man describes it as a plus done it all battle and just shown a modern masterpiece that ranks alongside Hagler, Hearns, and Leonard.
Right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. Fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. I win, they're gonna say, "Oh well, he was young, he wasn't ready." He was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. Me fighting Boots will be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega.
Experts have reached a definite consensus. Crawford has swept divisions and defeated legends, but Boots is the only man who may have all the tools, speed, power, and ring IQ to be a successor. For many, this is the ultimate challenge. The unquestioned king must meet the one young murderer who can actually prove he is the greatest of this era. This is the greatest contradiction. The moment has sparked a tempest of controversy.
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
No. I ain't going down 154.
With the world at his feet following his career-defining victory over Canelo Alvarez, Crawford was questioned directly about the fight everyone wants, a showdown with Jaron Bananis. His response was swift and contemptuous.
The Terence Crawford fight. I'm tired of answering questions about it. He already said millions of times that he's not fighting me or looking my way, so I'm just tired of answering them questions, And if a fight happened, it happened. I want it to happen, but if not...
Yeah, because according to rumors, Terence Crawford already possesses the WBA 154 pounds title. He is a champion in the division. He swears he will not compete in. This isn't about him losing weight to get back down. This is about him protecting his crown from the consensus #1 contender, the man who was his necessary challenger. This public refusal has fractured the boxing community.
Who is this Lima guy, though? This is what Boots does, though. Boots fights this level of opposition. He hasn't fought anyone that's like an A-tier fighter. But what he does is amazing. Like when he was southpaw, he come out and normally comes out, he's like a bit of a switch hitter. Normally starts in southpaw, Ennis, but he come out orthodox. And that, I think that threw Lima off. But once he lays hands on you, it's mad.
It was impressive. So it was impressive to get him out of there. What, 2 knockdowns and then the ref jumps in.
You call me crazy, yeah? I sat there thinking, bud.
I feel like they should fight.
They were supposed to fight.
I know.
They were supposed to fight.
I don't. It's like, what's Bud? Why? Why is Bud fighting that fight? Like, it's a generational fight that he doesn't need to fuck, bro.
This is more than simply hometown excitement. Another from Gilly Dog Kid, a Philadelphia rapper who knows a thing or two about local legends, is siding with his hometown hero. Refers to Boots as the next legend in the making. Bleak picture following Ennis' amazing first-round knockout. He admires Crawn scary and considers him a boxing icon. I'm with Boots. He is, of almost frighteningly cautioned Crawford that he was about to see questioned about other top candidates and learn more about including his undefeated power puncher Virgil Ortiz. Gilly simply smiled and said it was easy money for Ennis. Gilly predicts that Boots will easily dominate the entire 154 pounds class. He believes that Nennies will not have a truly competitive bout until he gets up to 168. This puts Crawford's refusal in a new light. Maybe it's not fear. Perhaps Crawford, the expert strategist, sees the same thing Gilly does. Perhaps he understands that the 154 pounds division is a new area to conquer, and he's going on to larger challenges and unprecedented paydays at 160 or 168.
Boots Ennis is in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, you know, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, you know, we just going to keep saying, oh, boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, like, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
That definitely. Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for.
It's the one that's all about money rather than fear. Mino laid everything out perfectly. When asked what he should do next, Crawford responded bluntly, get the bag. He stated that if he were Crawford, he would choose the rematch against Canelo Alvarez first. This illustrates the severe central clash in professional boxing. Legacy versus courtesy. The Canelo rematch represents a guaranteed 9-figure paycheck, the most in the sport. The year in bout, in contrast, is a high-risk, low-reward nightmare. He's nowhere close to acquiring profit. Crawford does not appear to be interested in the fight. Everyone is relying on Prince Turkey, to finish the struggle. I don't think it gets completed. I believe Terence is looking at the reason he is heading to 54. He wants to conquer 154. I don't think Terence wants to accomplish anything other than get titles at 150 for end fight Canelo Alvarez. He's not interested in entering the ring with a boost. It's a battle against a young, hungry monster who strikes like a ton of bricks, has a style similar to Crawford's, and does not yet have Canelo's global pay-per-view sales.
He wants 2 or 3 more fights. What fights do you think he should take?
Okay, one is the rematch.
Okay.
Then yeah, I mean, I would like to see Boots get a real shot. So yeah, why not? Did Crawford never fought Teofimo, right?
No, Teofimo's too light.
Too light, right?
Yeah, he's at 140 pounds. Crawford's at 168. He'll move down to 154, 160 to fight Boots.
Up there?
At 168?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of competition. The guy that just knocked out Berlanga, Hazma, nobody really probably wants to see that. Everybody's calling for Boots. So, you know, the two skilled fighters, they both switch hitters.
And they counter punches.
Yeah, definitely, man. You have any, like, you lean towards anybody? Or you like
Crawford,
50-50?
man. Crawford? Though, right? Because, I mean, he's showing the propensity to be able to adapt to any fighter. You know what I mean?
This is precisely why the pros argue that it is necessary, because it is the only one left. It's the master versus the monster. It's the Jordan of this year, facing McGrady, who may be even better. It's the only man Sean Porter believes possesses the actual alpha male or are capable of breaking other elite fighters.
Shooting it straight. So you do the same thing. And shooting it straight to the people, that's our job. That's our responsibility. I don't care who I'm friends with, not friends with, like, don't like. You know, it doesn't matter. It's not going to sway how I'm going to say something. So I'll start right there and say it. Ennis, Boots Ennis, he's the real package. He's the full package. I've been saying this for a long time. It's no secret, and a lot of people see it, and they had their ups and downs about how they feel about him. But he's the full package. He can fight inside, outside. He can punch. He's got good hand speed. He's technically solid. His father does a good job. He's mentally right. He's got the amateur pedigree. He's the full package. But yeah, he had the right.
Terence Crawford is currently nearing the end of his perfect career. He can follow the money as Mayo recommended and retrieve the bag. He can take the Canelo rematch, cash another $100 million check, and possibly retire, leaving Jaron Ennis a lingering mystery in his legacy. The one great what if. Alternatively, he can follow in the footsteps of previous legends. He may turn around, confront the Philadelphia monster that everyone warns him to avoid, and slam the door on the single most serious threat to his reign. But I want Ver next. And if we can't get Virgil T next, I heard Baby Cub was also calling me out. Oh, Charlo can get it next. Ow. Furrow. What is his name? Bakar. Bam! Terence Crawford has established a perfect career by defeating every opponent he was scheduled to face. But the issue remains. Would he be remembered as the unchallenged ruler who fought every challenger? Will he be regarded as a clever tactician who recognized which monster to avoid? So that's it for today's video. If you loved it, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell button so you don't miss any future videos. Don't forget to add your ideas in the comments box. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next.